Members of the 347th Basic Training Class, and ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing and direct your attention to the McPherson Police Department Honor Guard for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem. Honor Guard, please post the colors. You may be seated. During your time at KLETC, you have all walked past the Wall of Honor numerous times. The Wall of Honor was designed as a reminder of those KLETC graduates who have died in the line of duty. The names and photos of the 32 individuals memorialized preserve their memories and give family, friends, and law enforcement officers the opportunity to remember those that made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, join with me in observing a moment of silence to honor those 32 KLETC graduates no longer with us. Thank you. Congratulations, Class 347. I just want to start by saying how proud I am of this group. I've had the chance to watch you from day one, walking in here nervous, not knowing what to expect. And now I see confident officers ready to step out and serve. That's a big change in a short amount of time. What stood out to me most wasn't just your skills, but how you supported each other. You pushed each other to do better and picked each other up when it was needed. That's what this job is really about, helping others. Here's the thing I want you to remember. This job will test you. There will be long nights, tough calls, and times where you'll wonder if you made the right decision. In those moments, go back to your training, trust it, and then lean on the people standing next to you. No one does this job alone. I'll also tell you this, don't lose yourself in the badge. You're not just officers, you're sons, daughters, moms, dads, and friends. Stay grounded. Take care of yourselves as well as your families. The last thing I'll say is this. Every time you put on that uniform, remember why you chose the path. It wasn't for recognition. It was to serve, to help, and to make a difference. If you keep that in your heart, you'll do just fine. I'm honored to have been a part of your journey. Congratulations, class. I'm proud of you, and I'm excited to see the officers you'll become. It is now my pleasure to invite Director of Programs, Doug Schrader, to the podium to introduce today's commencement speaker.
Thank you. It is my honor to introduce Keenan K.J. Wall Jr. He was appointed to the Kansas Supreme Court in 2020. Justice Wall is a native of Scott City. He earned his undergraduate from the Kansas State University, where he was a 1993 National College Debate Champion and All-American. He has earned a master's degree from the University of Minnesota and a law degree from the great University of Kansas. Graduating in the graduating Order of the Coif in December of 2001. After law school, Justice Walls was a law clerk for Chief John W. Lundstrom of the U.S. District Court for the District of Kansas. In 2004, he became the Associate Attorney for Whitmer, Oldenburg, Berry, and Johnson in Greeley, Colorado. And in 2008, Senior Legal Counsel for Federated Insurance of Owatonna, Minnesota. Justice Wall returned to Kansas in 2013 as a Special Projects Counsel and Deputy General Counsel for the Kansas Supreme Court, where he handled capital cases and special projects. At his time of appointment, Justice Wall was a partner of Forbes Law Group, LLC, where he managed an appellate practice and represented county hospitals, rural health care providers, and community mental health centers throughout Kansas. Justice Wall is the Supreme Court liaison to the Child Support Guidelines Advisory Committee, Kansas Children's Cabinet, National Center for the State's Courts Family Plan and Programs, Permanent Families Account Advisory Committee, Task Force on Permanency Planning, and KU Law Research Clinic. He also serves as chair of the Rural Justice Initiative Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, Justice Wall.
Thank you, everybody. I have to learn to shorten that bio for the sake of expediting proceedings, but thank you so much. And welcome graduates, family members, fellow law enforcement officials, other honored guests that are here today. As mentioned, I'm KJ Wall. I grew up in Scott City, and I'm currently a member of our Kansas Supreme Court. And while I'm not a part of law enforcement or the executive branch. The judicial branch works each and every day with law enforcement. And it's for that reason that I'm truly honored to be here to give this commencement address. And so I wanted to be one of the first to congratulate you on completing what I'm told is 571 hours of training, rigorous training, intensive training over the last 14 weeks for you to secure your certification. And I think completing that milestone alone is really a true testament to your dedication and commitment to this profession. Now, I don't want to rain on today's parade, but I did want to mention an issue that is serious, and I view it as a problem. Because I think all of us in here today, especially the new graduates, are equipped to do something about it. We face a sobering reality right now as you've graduated from your basic training. Trust in our institutions are at historic lows. That's certainly true with the judicial branch. Historically, our public confidence ratings were at 75% or even higher. But in recent years, that's declined to right around 50% or slightly under that. And the same holds true with law enforcement. The most recent Gallup polling shows that public confidence in law enforcement is about at the same mark at 51%. And it's important because it matters deeply. Public safety requires a community that trusts and feels like it has cooperation with its institutions. Courts, as I mentioned, depend on law enforcement and vice versa. Law enforcement works regularly with the judicial branch. And without confidence in those institutions, the very fabric of our democracy can begin to fray. So what I'm saying simply is that democratic society depends on legitimate institutions. And as I mentioned, I think you are in a unique position to do something about that. And the same holds true for attorneys and judges. But citizens frequently interact with the court system, right? Whether it's civil matters, landlord-tenant disputes, criminal, civil, probate, family matters, you name it. But not nearly as often as we see law enforcement in our community, and as often as you will interact with members of your community. Often, that's going to happen for you at the worst moments of some of these people's lives. But with every interaction, I feel there is an opportunity to build trust. And at the end of the day, each person's perception of our institutions is really shaped by their own personal experiences. And in this case, their personal experiences with you when you're out in the field. So in that respect, you are the embodiment of the institution. You know, it's not statistics or headlines, it's actually you. And I think the badge is a symbol of that. On the one hand, it's a symbol of your authority to exercise the power of the state. It's an enormous power and responsibility. And at the same time, that badge shows members of the public that you are a representative of that institution. So how do you seize on that opportunity with your interactions? Well, I tell new attorneys that have graduated law school when we swear them in, just like you'll be sworn in today, to uphold and defend the Constitution of our state and the United States, that they have to rely on their training. That's the message that I think holds equally true for all of you who are graduating from this training. Your training, obviously, it's designed to protect you, your fellow officers, and the community. At the same time, your 571 hours of training was shaped by and influenced strongly by the rule of law, our constitutional design, your code of conduct or your code of ethics as an officer. And following your training promotes safety, of course, but it'll also build trust in you and in turn your department, and then in turn, over time, all of law enforcement and our institutions generally. So what I mean by that is trust has to be built one officer at a time, one call at a time, one interaction at a time. And when the public interacts with a well-trained officer, one who understands their training and their code of conduct, and the interaction is fair and just, the experience is positive. And the social science data suggests that remains true even in difficult situations, such as when you're bringing a person into custody, right? If you're doing it by the book, consistent with your training, that person, even more times than not, walks away with a positive impression of you and in turn, the institution. And that's an enormous power that I think you hold, and I hope that you keep in mind as you progress and continue in this career. And I've been told that attorneys and judges have a tendency to talk way too long, so I'm going to do my best to keep it short. And as I start to close, I just note that the graduation for all of you here today is both an ending and a beginning, right? You've earned your certification, you've passed your final, you're done with the basic training, but your real experience starts now as you apply that training in the field. And when you do that with the power of the badge and what it represents, the balance not only of public safety, but of our entire constitutional system of democracy rests in part in each of your hands. And by following your training, you're going to be serving your communities with bravery, honor, and integrity. And when you do that, with each interaction, you'll not only be helping the community, but also building trust and faith in our democratic institutions. So I hope that you can keep that in mind in the years to follow, that with the great power comes great responsibility, as they say. And with that, I just want to congratulate and thank you for your commitment to public service. And I wish nothing but a safe, productive, and rewarding career for each of you in this profession. So congratulations and thank you very much.
Justice Wall, thank you for those very important words that not only our new recruits are hearing today, but also our administrators in the office are in this building that we also need reminded of. As a token of appreciation for your speaking here today, I'm going to give you a pen from the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
At KLETC, we recognize those student officers who have excelled in various professional skill sets during their basic training. For the 347th basic training class, they understood the importance of fitness being a key component in an officer's life. It helps them deal with daily stress that they'll face and aids them in maintaining a healthier lifestyle, enabling them to better mitigate the dangers they may encounter. During their time here at KLETC, all members of the 347th were active and engaged in a fitness routine. I will now ask Officer Narker from the Garden City Police Department to join me at the podium. To be recognized as a member of the 200 Mile Club, the student officer must have completed 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, and run a mile and a half in 18 minutes or less. Additionally, they must have logged 200 miles or more outside of their classroom activities. For his efforts, Officer Narker is being awarded the Fitness Medal. Please join me in recognizing him. KLETC also recognizes those student officers who have excelled in academics during their time at KLETC. I ask Officer McCoy from the Kansas City, Kansas Community College Police Department to join me at the podium. Officer McCoy has achieved the following criteria to be graduating with honors: a 90% or greater overall written test GPA, a 90% or greater written final exam score, 90% or greater overall performance test GPA, and a 90% or greater overall performance final testing score. He also logged over 100 miles of walking while he was here at KLETC. Please join me in recognizing Officer McCoy for his efforts. It is now time for the class president to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the 347th Basic Training Class President, Officer Joel Jordan from the Hayesville Police Department.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to begin by thanking the instructors, staff, and leadership here at the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. You've not only trained us in the skills needed for this profession, but you've instilled in us the values that will guide us throughout our careers. I also want to extend a special thank you to Mr. Brian Carey, our class coordinator, and to all of the instructors who offered their expertise, shared their experiences, and challenged us every day to become better. Your patience and guidance and high expectations have left a mark on each of us that will carry us forward into our careers. To our friends, families, and loved ones, thank you. The sacrifices that you've made, the encouragement that you've given, and the patience that you've shown through the long days and long nights made it possible for all of us to be here today. I'm proud to be standing here representing the Hayesville Police Department, and I want to thank Chief Jeff Whitfield and my department for giving me this opportunity. It is a privilege to wear the badge of Hayesville, and I know my classmates feel the same way about their own departments. Each of us leaves here today ready to serve all of our communities with honor. Over the past few weeks, this academy has tested us in every way possible: physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, ethically. We've been challenged to dig deeper, push harder, and hold ourselves to higher standards than we thought possible. And through it all, we've learned that true strength is found not only in ourselves, but in the support of the team standing beside us. To my fellow classmates, we came here as individuals from across Kansas with different stories and different paths that brought us here. But today we leave as one family. We are bound together by our shared experiences, our training, and our commitment to the communities we serve. When the weight of this job gets heavy, and it will, remember this family, remember your training, and remember why you chose this calling. For me personally, I never thought I would be standing here. As a former boat captain, photographer, and dive instructor, most of my friends and acquaintances would never have wagered that I'd become a police officer. Some of you always knew this was your calling. Some of you found this path while heading toward another destination. Some will find this career deeply fulfilling and remain in it for years to come. Others may one day discover a new direction. But whatever the case may be, This is a new beginning for all of us, a journey filled with challenges, risks, sacrifice, and reward. I am honored to be at the very beginning of that journey with each of you. The oath we swore is more than just words. It is a guide for how we must live and serve. At its core are the values of integrity and accountability. Integrity means doing what is right even when no one is watching. Accountability means holding ourselves and each other to the highest standards of professionalism and service. If we carry those values forward in every decision, every call, and every interaction, we will not only honor our badge, but also the trust our communities place in us. As we return to our agencies, we must never forget what this badge truly represents. It's not just a symbol of authority, it is a promise of service. We will be the calm in the storm, the protector of the vulnerable, and the voice of fairness and justice. And before I close, I'd like to share a story with everyone that has stuck with our class. One day, one of the officers in the class, we'll call him Trey, was craving a late night snack. Instead of leaving campus and risking a late return, he opted to have his food delivered. Using a food delivery service, we'll call it DoorDash, Trey ordered a burger, fries, and a drink, which somehow ended up being $54. Unfazed by the insurmountable expense, the protagonist of this story anxiously awaited the meal he desperately needed to survive the night. Then, like a beacon of light cutting through the dark silence of campus, bringing food to feed the starving, our hero driver, we'll call him Robert, arrives in his nutrition chariot. "You Trey?" the man asks. "Yeah," responds Trey. Then, with a squint in his eye, Robert takes account of his surroundings. He notices the adornments identifying this location as the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. He sees multiple police vehicles parked at the ready. A bead of sweat begins to build on his forehead. With a tense stare and a tightly clenched jaw, he musters the courage to ask a question. "What are y'all, cops or something?" Again, Trey answers, "Yeah." A pause. Then, faster than a bolt of lightning can cancel a class, chariots of food and fire skirts wheels like a bat out of hell. Trey, convinced the man was sober and simply high on life, shakes his head and brings his food inside to enjoy. This story has become a running joke for our class ever since. And so today, as we stand here, united, trained, prepared, and ready to serve, I think it's pretty safe to say we're all cops or something. To the 347th KLETC graduating class, congratulations. Stay safe. Thank you.
Officer Jordan, on behalf of the KLETC administration and staff, I'd like to present you with this plaque in honor of being the 347th Basic Training Class President. Thank you. In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of training and our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we've discussed in depth during your time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. A law enforcement officer assumes a great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They have entered the position of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors over the communities. I'll now ask Class President, Officer Joel Jordan, to lead the class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
Vote! On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States, state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve. Recover! 347 BC.
In a few moments, you will be presented with a challenge coin. A challenge coin is symbolic and meaningful, and given to someone as a reminder of what they have done or confirm membership in an organization. This coin today will recognize you as a graduate of KLETC. I ask that you carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin is the oath that each of you affirmed just moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, it has been my honor and distinct pleasure to be your class coordinator and a small part of your journey. I wish you nothing but success and happiness in the future. I will now ask KLETC Associate Director of Basic Training, Alvin Sowers, to join me on the stage to present the members of the 347th Basic Training class with their certificates. Class President, Officer Joel Jordan, will announce the names.
Front row, please stand. Joseph Adams, Lyons Police Department. Marcus Bloomer, Independence Police Department. Keenan Brown, Emporia Police Department. Abby Capola, Wichita State University Police Department. Blake Coyle, Carbondale Police Department. Morgan Edens, Paola Police Department. Trey Hughes, Morris County Sheriff's Office. Cody Johnson, Oswego Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Natasha Mangan, Garden City Police Department. Jesus Marquez, Great Bend Police Department. Brigham Marsmaker, Pittsburgh Police Department. Miguel Martinez Caballero, Saline County Sheriff's Office. Chase McCoy, Kansas City, Kansas Community College Police Department. Tyson Metcalf, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Gunnar Nartker, Garden City Police Department. Congratulations. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Damian Ortiz, Garden City Police Department. Christopher Phillips, Lansing Police Department. Silas Panetta, Garden City Police Department. Dalton Pruitt, Mays Police Department. Aaron Rutherford, Wichita State University Police Department. Dustin Shepard, Burlington Police Department. Paxton Swanson, Parsons Police Department. Connor Upson, Pawnee County Sheriff's Office.
And Joel Jordan of the Hayesville Police Department. Third row, you can return to your seats. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending today's ceremony. This concludes the ceremony, and I want to encourage each and every one of you to ask your graduate to take you and show you around the campus. Talk a little bit about what they did while they were here. There are lots of photo opportunities. There's some flagpole up in the front entrance. There's a statue in our courtyard. There are some banners in the back of this room and elsewhere throughout the campus. Please take the opportunity to see our campus and enjoy the afternoon and the nice weather that Kansas has given us today. Also, the store will be open if you would want some KLETC memorabilia to go home with, and it's right outside these doors here, and you can see it on your way out. Class 347, would you please stand? On behalf of Director Beck, I hereby certify that each of you have completed the requirements to be law enforcement officers in the state of Kansas. And as we've heard from the president today, they've been waiting for the second lightning bolt and for me to say class dismissed. Officially dismissed. Good job, sir.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, this is great.